People's lives are on the line, and these mayors aren't just violating their oaths of office. They could be violating a federal law that prohibits harboring known criminals and obstructing federal law enforcement.
Yo, in this week's adventures of the amazing Iceman, United Emperor Commander Tom Homan used the ancient telepathic technique called Eurosync to infiltrate the mind of Prime Minister of the Boston sector, Michelle Wu. He manipulated her thoughts as he has done with many of the empire's politicians who had ruled over sectors considered sanctuaries for aliens. But this had to be done to prevent rebellion in the empire and to maintain order in sectors which have been invaded by alien invaders. Yo, okay, so Trumpito's border czar Tom Homan, he had been warning Boston that he was gonna pop up and bring hell with him. When Michelle Wu, the mayor of Boston, got up there and was like, instead of bringing hell, Tom, why don't you bring peace? And Tom Homan responded, because I am the god of deportation. Yo, my name is Marcus Russell. This is the Marcus Russell Show. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I need 100,000 subscribers. Let's get right to it.
Now, Trump border czar Tom Homan. Tom, now you've been personally called out by the Boston mayor, Michelle Wu, for her sanctuary policies. Well, she also had a response. Watch.
I am bringing hell to Boston. I'm bringing hell to illegal aliens that rape children. That's what I'm bringing hell to. I'm bringing hell to those people who violated this child. And these children will never be the same. Their families will never be the same.
Let's talk about Tom Homan. Shame on him for lying about my city, for having the nerve to insult our police commissioner who has overseen the safest Boston's been in anyone's lifetime. Bring him here under oath, and let's ask him some questions. I am here to make sure that the city of Boston is safe. Others may want to bring hell. We are here to bring peace to cities everywhere.
Boston should be ashamed of her. Tom, your reaction.
Look, I was on an airplane today. I didn't see that hearing, but thank you for playing that, because now I'm going to sleep like a baby. Because if I can get to live in her mind rent-free every day, that's kind of cool. I love my
Neurosync.
job. I work for the greatest president in my lifetime. We're making America safe again. President Trump promised American people we're going to shut down illegal alien crime in this country. That's exactly what we're doing. Yeah. Mayor Wu should be standing side by side with me. Who does not want to bring hell to an illegal alien that raped a child? Not one, many of them. I stopped counting at 9. As far as the mayor of Chicago, about we're not making this community safer, I went up there, did a one-day operation. We took 7 TDA members off the street. We took 2 illegal aliens that were convicted of murder that they released, took them off the street. We arrested 6 child predators, took them off the streets of Chicago. ICE is making every one of those cities safer because they're releasing public safety threats back into the public. That in itself is just stupid policy, and we're going to keep going.
Yo, so the Iceman, he started off his whole thing in Chicago, but he currently has made the city of Boston his latest target for immigration. This happens on the same week as Boston's Mayor Michelle Wu returns back to Congress to try to defend her city's position on protecting illegal immigrants. But even criminals, though, Michelle Wu, that's all he's saying. Even criminals, I don't want this to the regular people. I'm just trying to ice the ones that you already got.
Look, they can hate me all they want. We're coming. I said I'm going to bring hell. I meant it. I'm going to stand by it, and I'm going to do it. We're going to take child predators off the street to these cities where they don't want to do it.
Well, you guys are going as fast as you can with deportation, but we obviously need a lot more, a lot faster. We have tens of thousands a week, ideally. But these mayors, Tom, insist that their cities are safer. Watch.
City is also safer because of our welcoming city ordinance. That law makes sure that the city's police resources are focused on our local priorities. Chicago's welcoming city ordinance and our other laws and policies do not lead to more crime.
Tom, how is welcoming criminal illegals into your city supposed to lower their crime?
Look, we took 2 murders off the streets of Chicago. Is that city safer? We took child predators off the streets of Chicago. Does that make that city safer? We took, like I said, I think it was 7 or 9 TDA members off the streets of Chicago. Does that make that city safer? Look, he's
Probably.
ignorant. Right? And these mayors just can't take it. You know, President Trump made a promise we're going to prioritize public safety threats and national security threats. That's exactly what we're doing. We're at about 30,000 arrests. Most of them are public safety threats. There are some collaterals, and why is that? Because people like him and the mayor of Boston and the mayor of Denver, they don't let us arrest a bad guy in the safety and security of county jail where the officer's safe, the alien's safe, the community's safe. They release him in the community. So we got to go to the community and find him. And when we find that bad guy, if he's with other illegal aliens that aren't a criminal threat, but they're in the country illegally,
They're
they're
going to.
going too. So what they're doing.
Yo, so the beef with between Boston and Tom Homan, I think it reached its climax once Tom Homan announced to the commissioner of the police that he is not a real police, he is not a real cop. He needs to take off that badge and put it in his drawer. And telling the cop to take their badge off and put it in the drawer is like telling them to hand over his man parts. For real. So he didn't even respond. The commissioner, his name's Commissioner Cox. He didn't even respond. Later on that day, Michelle Wu, the mayor, defended him, saying that him speaking negatively about the police commissioner was completely clueless. But was it really clueless, Michelle? Was it? Was it Wu? Was it Wu?
Doing is getting exactly what they didn't want. More agents in the communities, more collateral arrests because they force in this position. I'll say it again. They're not going to stop us. We're going to do this job. If they cross the line, they'll be held accountable. We got Pam Bondi now as Attorney General. She's going to take a strong stance. She's already suing these sanctuary cities. We're going to do this job for the American people. We're not going to apologize for doing it.
Well, Mad
Get 'em.
Maxine, Tom, is finally talking about illegal immigration and crime, but she's specifically talking about the victims that President Trump mentioned last night. Check this out.
Interesting.
Really did not like the way he used the tragic incidents and the families that were there, who of course appreciated, what they think is their president caring about what happened, to the 12-year-old and to others who were victims. And we all feel sad and bad for them, but he misused them. He misused them. And what he did was he focused on them instead of focusing on the real issues.
Tom?
Real issues. I mean, give me a break. Americans are dying. I've met hundreds of angel moms and dads who buried their children. Another congressman talked to Homan, the architect of family separation. Yeah, we separated families because we prosecuted parents and the children can't go to jail with them. That happens to U.S. citizen parents hundreds of times across this country every day. But they don't talk about the 500,000 children that were trafficked into this country. They can't find 300,000 of them. They're in sex trafficking and forced labor. Not a word about that. That whole Democratic Party remains silent on that. Shame on them. And for the congressman to keep saying they commit less crime than Americans, who cares? Every crime committed by an illegal alien, every child raped by an illegal alien, every public safety threat by an illegal alien could have been prevented because they're not supposed to be here. It doesn't matter.
Facts. I agree. Now check it out. Yes, it is true in proximity that Americans commit way. I don't want people to try to criminalize all immigrants because that is crazy. Americans, we commit way more crime than immigrants do. But like he's saying, if I'm going to be sexually assaulted or unalived, I want to be done by one of my fellow Americans. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying?
Who does more? These are preventable crimes if we secure the border. And the border is more secure now than it ever has been because I'm working with the greatest president in my lifetime who has illegal immigration down 97%.
97%,
He did
y'all.
that in 3 weeks. President Biden could have done it. He couldn't do it in 4 years.
Oh,
what
yeah.
President Dunn did in 3 weeks. We got a safer border. And because we got a safer border, 97% less people are coming. Means less women are being raped. Less children are drowning in the river. Less Americans dying from fentanyl overdoses. Less sex trafficking of women and
Get 'em.
children. President Trump
Get
saved
'em.
lives, and they can't stand it because it's a political difference. It's not a realistic difference. It's about saving lives. That's what this country's about. Support
That's
law
what he
enforcement.
said.
Why is law enforcement all of a sudden, Tom Homan, we're the bad guys
What?
who we enforce the law, but the ones who break the law, the ones that rape children, they're the victims?
What?
Give me a break.
Give him a
I
break.
wear this as a badge of honor. If I get and live in their heads rent-free every day, that's kind of cool, and I'm loving it, and I'm coming.
Yo, the Iceman's ability to use the neural sync to manipulate key figures like Michelle Wu has become one of his many weapons in his arsenal of techniques, like his notorious ice stare. that he uses to steer down notorious left-wing news anchors when they ask him stupid questions. Yo, Michelle Wu, who had repeatedly tried to push the narrative that the illegal deportation program was like dangerous to the city, when asked at the sanctuary city hearings, was it really a threat to public? She said no, because she's not trying to lose that funding. um, I think sanctuary cities like hers, I think her main point was she don't want the name sanctuary cities means like it's a dangerous city. But Michelle, I'm sorry to tell you, Boston is known for being a dangerous city. Are you crazy, Woo? Are you crazy, Woo? So is Chicago. Come on, guys, cut it out. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. My name is Marcus Russell. This is the Marcus Russell Show. Until next time, peace.